Welcome to iauditor school. I'll be your host. I am Dennis Senderbach, responsible of the safety and environmental round inspection. So first, download iauditor, and then when you open the app, you go to login. For Michael and for Stefan and for Wojtek, you're gonna be logging in with info@byggbiten.nu. The password is byggbiten, and then you press login. I'm not gonna do this now because you can have maximum 3 devices, so like 3 phones for 1 user. So you're gonna be using info@byggbiten.com. So for this little class, I'm gonna go into my own. There we go. So you go into inspections here. See on the bottom here where I changed this, inspections. And up here you have environment and safety inspection. That's the English version of the skydds- och miljörond. So if you want to do the English one, you press that. If you want to do the Swedish one, you press the skydds- och miljörond. I'm going to be doing this now in English. So let's start this inspection, environment and safety inspection. So this is for the the project leader of, let's say, a renovation for an apartment, or for Huckleberry, or for me here in Venus 3. So I'm going to be doing this as it was in Venus 3. Client, it's Dios. And today is the 14th of June, my birthday. Let's go with that. So down at the right bottom, you see next. I press there. And then we'll come to the next page. Address. Locate, I press. And I just press that thing here. My location. Use location. Storgatan 11. Perfect. First, we see general order. Have remarks from previous inspections been corrected? Well, I don't have any remarks for that, so no remarks. No remarks is the positive answer, with remark is the negative answer. And you see this, NA, that means no answer. So let's say that this is the first one I'm doing. I don't have any remarks from previous inspections. I just press NA, or I don't do anything at all. If I don't answer, nothing will show up on the report after. But this is not the first one, so I'm going to press no remarks. Is the work in environmental plan, AMP in short, and other papers in place and signed? Yes, no remarks. Do we have a first aid kit? We do. Staff space? Yes. We have table chairs and we have cleaning routines. Personal safety equipment? Well, everybody has except me. I don't have work shoes, gloves and such. Signs, escape route, fire extinguisher and such. Yes, we have fire extinguishers, and we have in the stair house there is the escape signs and stuff. So I'm happy with that. Openings in floors, windows, doors and such. We used to have openings in floors, but we don't have that today. So no openings. If we would have like an opening in the floor because we are doing some work under the floor or something like that, we just press yes. And then a new question will pop up under, are those areas sealed off or protected from personal injury? Then I would say no remark, because I have probably taken care of it by informing everybody that we need to keep this open, so be extra careful here, or put some kind of warning tape or do something just to make everybody know that there's a risk involved. But I don't have any openings now, so no. Work tools and equipment in good condition, yes, no remarks. Worksite cleaning routines, no remarks, it's very clean here now. Are the rules in the work and environmental plan followed? The AMP, no remarks, yes they are. Has everybody on the worksite signed the work and environmental plan? I'm not sure about the plumber Mats, so I'm gonna press with remark and write here, make the plumber sign it. Close. It's actually good to have a few remarks on this inspection, so when someone comes to control it, they will see that we're actually living up to it and not just pressing OK and then we close it. Sealed off areas. Is there a need for sealed off areas to keep public from entering the worksite or personal injuries from moving traffic? Fences, warning tapes and such. When we have the skylift here to bring in material, we put up warning tapes, or if we would have a container outside, we would put a fence around it. But we don't have that now. So no, there's no need. No. Is the general lights working in order? We have lights in the stair house, but we don't have any lights in here where we're working. So there's really no remark, because always when we do work in apartments and stuff, we cut the electricity and we put in spotlights and LEDs. So we have spotlights and LEDs where it's too dark, so we put no remarks. Is there any hot work on the work site, angle grinder, welding, etc.? First of all, we never do hot work in Big Beaten. I never seen an angle grinder, I never used welding, so no. But if we for some reason need to use the angle grinder, do welding, we press yes. A new question will pop up. Have somebody been appointed to as fire controller, brandskyddsansvarig in Swedish? I would say no remarks, and I would, if somebody asks, I would say that it's someone who has the license. For example, here it would be me, because I've done the training. So has Michael and Martin and Brian, for example. But here you see, is the hot work done correctly? Of course, we are following the rules. But now we're actually not doing any here in Venus, so no. Firefighting equipment. We do have fire extinguishers, so I'm happy with that. But for example, if you are at a project and you don't have that, you press with remark, and then you press action, and you press here, add, allow. And then you can see here, Dennis, Big Beaten Norrland, that's the info address, Martin, Patrick. Then you press Patrick or Peter. And for example, we press Patrick. And we say, what needs to be done? By firefighting equipment or fire extinguishers. And with due date, we give him 7 days to do this, and we set the priority to very high because this is very important. Save. So now Patrick will get this as a push notification, so he knows that, okay, we need this for that project. Or he can just tell him in his face. Escape routes. Yes, we have enough escape routes for doing the work here. Loud sounds and vibration. Is there a plan for loud sound and vibration being followed as specified in the work environmental plan, the AMP? Yes, the plan is inside of there. If you sign the AMP, then you agree to follow the rules. Are the vacuum cleaners in order and being used? No remark. We are using the vacuum cleaner as you should. Air cleaners. If you need an air cleaner, if you don't need it, you can just say nah or don't answer the question. But we are using air cleaners here, so we say yes, no remarks. And you can press here, for example, if you notice that you have a lot of dust in the in the filter. Press with remark, press here, clean, filter, close. Are ergonomic tools available for heavy lifting and material transport? Cranes, elevators, pallet lifters. We have elevator here, we have forklift, and if we bring heavy material, we crane it in through the window, so no remarks. Fall protection. If we are working on roofs, scaffolds or high ground with risk of falling, slide the switch to on. Then you will get a different set of questions and answers to answer. Have the risk of slipping been considered and taken care of? Are protection racks, protection roof needed? Yes, no, yes, no. Other gear, harness, lines, etc. Then you would answer this, but we're not doing any high ground work here, so off. Scaffold inspection. If you are at the work where you're using a scaffold, you press on. And this is, of course, if you have a scaffold that's higher than 2 meters. Then you need to answer these questions, like safety railings. Are all the parts for the scaffold complete and in order? Is there a manual in place? And then you put your name here, Dennis, and you sign. Done. But this is not for this job. Skylift inspection, just the same, answer the questions, sign your name. Machines, tractor, truck or whatever. If big machines, trucks and such are being used at a work site, slide the switch to on for this inspection. Just the same as the rest. Paint, are the labels / information of the paint and related articles on place? Well, they're always on the bucket. And if there are special chemicals, Martin usually have them on paper or in his phone. So press no remark. Temporary electricity. Well, usually we always cut the power, so we have temporarily working byggcentraler, as we call them. So yes, is it installed correctly? Yes, the Elgurra did it. Sundsvall C. Temporary water plumbing. Is there a need for temporary plumbing, water, etc.? Here at Venus we have a water hose that we use for mixing concrete and flooring spackle and stuff that Mats installed. So yes. Is it installed correctly? No, because Mats did it. No, just joking. It's installed correctly. If you remember when we did Försöket, we had a temporary toilet in the basement. That would also be called a temporary plumbing. Trash waste sorting. Well, we are not sorting our trash because they are doing it for us. So, no remark. Is hazardous waste being sorted separately, like asbest chemicals? I never ever seen asbest at one of our building sites. Neither have you. So, no remark. Traffic. Is there any traffic from cars or trucks at the work site? Here we are working inside, there's no risk, so we're going to push no. But if we are working somewhere where we are like working on the street or something like that, or if we are working inside at a big, like when we did Palma, or think of Byggma's warehouse, where they have trucks and traffic going through and people are walking there, then you would press yes. Have actions been taken to prevent personal injury from moving traffic, like separate paths for traffic and walkways or other means? You would say no remark, or you would say with remark, no, we need to make a plan, like have special ways for here is you can only drive here and you can walk here, or whenever a vehicle is being entered into the zone or the work site, we have someone that goes around and tell everybody, okay, now you need to be extra careful, and he's going to point, go there and take care of the safety. But not here in Venus. Own remarks. If I find something that needs to be taken care of that is not specified in this inspection, then I just put it here. For example, the fridge is not working in our staff room, then I can put that there. But I don't have any remarks. Safety representative, skyddsombud in Swedish. Here you press whoever is in charge of safety representative stuff, skyddsombuds. You can put Patrick here, for example, or you can put me, or you can put Martin, because he's kind of the general skyddsombudsansvarig for byggbiten, but he's doing a lot of different projects, so we can keep track of all of our projects at the same time. So you can usually put Patrick here, or put me, or put Peter. Supervisor, project manager, arbetsledare. That would be you if you are doing this inspection. So for example, at Trädgårdsgatan, it would be Stefan. Or if it's Venus, it's me. So for example here, safety representative, I can't be the work leader and the safety representative at the same time. So I'm going to put Patrick here. And I'm going to put me here. Participants for this environment and safety inspections. You're not supposed to do this alone. So I put Dennis. And I sign it. And I put Patrick. He doesn't mind. Patrick. And Peter. Just so it looks good. You don't really need to put Peter here. I mean, 2 is enough. So, that's how you do it. You just scroll through, you see that you answered all the questions that you need to do. And you go down and you push mark as complete. And then you put save and close. And then you're done. Congratulations for participating in this course. You are now certified to use iauditor. Goodbye.